Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. It's Thursday. I'm struggling to remember what day it was then. It's definitely Thursday. It feels like it's been a bit of a mixed up week, but that's because of the bank holiday. But we're definitely on Thursday and we definitely have a stellar lineup of shows for you today, including a brand new launch. One thing which might fuzz your brain just a little bit is you're thinking, yes, it's Thursday, it's cartload day. No, it's not. Not this week. Tomorrow's cartload day. Hashtag keeping you on your toes. Yeah, Becky's here tomorrow with Cartload, and also tomorrow, hashtag keeping you on your toes. You're thinking, Becky Swan, soft craft? No, doing papercraft. We're changing it up. But anyway, back to today. That's so tomorrow. Today is all about a brand new launch with your Floral Aperture stamp and dies. These are incredible. There's an amazing showstopper. We've got the official launch hour right now. So this is the show where you pick up all your deals. And then you come back at 5 tonight for the masterclass show, which will be all about bringing you the inspiration, the ideas and the demonstration with this collection. Sandwiched in between, we've got some flamingos who are flamazing, a craft along. So if you recently picked up the Flamazing Flamingos collection, that craft along coming your way at 3 UK time is for you. Just to say as well, that collection, there's only bits and pieces left of it now. So if you do want those bits and pieces, I would get on the website, Toot Sweet. Also, just before we introduce my partner in crime today, on the website right now, we are celebrating the fact that it is National Creativity Day. Now, in true Crafters Companion style, it is one day, but we are celebrating it for 3. Yes, we don't do things by halves here. So National Creativity Day, you will find a section on the website where there is loads of stuff, right? And what you do is you go in there, you choose the stuff that you like, and then at checkout, you type in code CREATE. Caps. Not create caps, create in capitals, CREATE. You'll get 20% off those selected items. It's 1 use per customer, standard T's and C's, and it runs until the 2nd of June. That is my work done. Thank you very much. Have a great day. I'm going to no, not. But I am going to introduce you to the man who is here giving you all the inspo, and I know he's very excited about this brand new launch. He's back, and it feels like an age. The one and only Haughty Scorty. Craig, where have you been, man? Where have you been?
Where have I been?
Where have you been?
We need to talk to these guys and girls that do the schedule here, because I've not been here for a good couple of weeks and I have been missing it so much. Now, I'm here for the day and then I'm going again.
What?
But don't worry, it's for good reason, and that's just because I'm going to recharge the batteries. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, you've not been on Crafters TV, Craig, so you've just been chilling, doing nothing.
Yeah, you have.
It's not been the case. Been busy bee behind the scenes, getting stuff ready for upcoming shows, being at Hobby Maker here in the UK. I am there tomorrow. So in between Crafters and Hobby Maker, you can dot back and forwards. But I'm going to take a little bit of a break next week. And then when I come back, the 2nd and the 3rd week of June, you're going to have me, well, for pretty much 2 whole weeks. Although the 2nd week of June, you're not going to have me the Thursday, Friday, which is, it's right, so that's the 16th, 15th, so around about the 13th to 14th, because it's WWE Clash at the Castle in Glasgow. So, anyway, that being said,
What?
I've got all this talk to come out throughout today. But yes, no, I haven't been here for a couple of weeks because I've been working. But today's about the launch, Ben. I do. I love this one here. Your Floral Aperture dies. You've got that framework. I'm going to show you some finished samples in a moment. But what we're going to do is we're going to see the boards with Ben, because that really showcases what you get. But apertures, frames, shakers, easels. Oh, Ben, they're just a brilliant collection to have.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You need to get in super duper quick and early if you're going for the showstopper, because what we've done this time, we've put together a showstopper. Now, I never normally say this, but I'll say this now. The details on the screen for you here. Boom. The showstopper is the same price as the normal collection. You're thinking, what? Hang on, what? Hey, what? Say what? Yes. For 100 people, what we've done with the showstopper is we've put the whole collection together for you, and then we give you a free goodie bag, okay, which is jam-packed full of some amazing crafty goodies. And it will remain a mystery. Don't you dare. He's coming over. You can't. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. You're not allowed to. Oh, what are you doing? You can't. Out. Ow. There's a There's 100, scrub that, there's 98 chances to get the showstopper. So basically it's the same price. However, for the next 98 people, you get a free goodie bag with loads of crafty stuff in it as well. So you need to be quick. Disregard the collection on its own until we tell you the showstopper's sold out. £56 or $72. Look at the boards, which will show you these beautiful, beautiful floral apertures. And as Craig brilliantly describes, these are going to give you the opportunity to create the most beautiful apertures, whether you're going to paper piece. I mean, I guess you can colour with these, as you said, maybe shaker cards with these too.
Absolutely.
All of those and more. And of course, with each and every one, you get a lovely selection of stamps to go with it. So again, if you want to go for these individually, you can. So this one is called Live Life in Full Bloom. All these beautiful florals with some fantastic sentiments to go with them as well. Live Life in Full Bloom. Wishing you joy. Nicola's getting wedding vibes from this particular aperture. So that's your first one. Your second one, oh, that's very beautiful. This one is called Thinking of You. And Nicola, I'm enjoying this game, is getting Christmas vibes from this one. Does that give you Christmas vibes, Craig?
No, but I can see where she's coming from.
Okay. Let's play a game called, I'll show you the next aperture, and then Craig thinks what vibe it gives him, and Nicola thinks what vibe
Don't bring me in this game here.
Okay. Next game. Okay. So, this is called Bloom and Grow. Nicola is getting Christmas vibes. Craig?
Autumn vibes.
Autumn vibes. Okay, we can go with that. And here you've got enjoy every moment, birthday wishes, let's celebrate, and bloom and grow. Next. Ooh, I'm getting sort of more vintagey vibes from this, I think.
I'm getting jungle vibes.
Jungle. Jungle is good.
Welcome
I like
to
that.
The jungle.
Do you know what? That could actually cross over with like the Tropical Paradise collection.
Of course it could.
You know?
Absolutely.
Flamingos.
Flamingos. Yeah.
Okay. In here you've got
a flamingo peeping out from the back.
Yeah. Hello. You've got enjoy your day, happy birthday just for you, and thinking. Oh no, wishing you happiness. Next. This one is called Bloom Where You're Planted. Summery vibes there. Yeah,
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. Hawaiian vibes. Yeah, I see these more as like little, like sort of pansies rather than.
What did you call me?
But Jamie's on Hawaiian, so you're seeing these more as like hibiscus, aren't you? I suppose, but.
Oh, hibiscus.
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 But I suppose it depends how you colour them, depends how you paper piece, and they can be whatever floral you want them to be. In here you've got with hibiscus, dare to dream. It must be hibiscus. If you have more than one hibiscus, it's not hibiscuses, is it?
I don't know, it's biscuits, isn't it?
Biscuits?
Biscuits.
No, it's biscay. Please can I have 2 biscay? Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, it's hibiscus or hibiscuses, not hibiscus. I'll stand corrected. And last but by no means least is on your special day. It's giving Nicholas Scottish vibes, this one.
You will be not shocked to know.
Yeah.
This gives me, and bear with me here, eagle wing vibes from the WWE original championship belt.
Do you know what I was about to say to you? I didn't know you were going to say that. It gives me like victory vibes. It's
trophy
like
vibes.
like a trophy.
Yeah.
That would be perfect for like a well done or someone who's just, you did it kind of card, wouldn't it? I love that.
Symmetrical as well, which I love.
Yeah. In there, you've got on your special day, if friends or flowers I pick you, best wishes, good luck. Yes, that is brilliant. So you've got a lovely selection of fantastic apertures and stamps to go with them. I think that's a brilliant price for £56 or $72. Remember, go showstopper if you want the full collection. Ignore the collection on its own for now, because you can still get that collection, but you won't get a free goodie bag. So over to you. Shall we have a look at some cards with Craigle?
Let's do that, yes, let's do it. Now, not only are we going to be doing a demonstration within this show, the last show of the day, we've got a 2-hour masterclass, which is all about the floral apertures. So we'll be doing other things, we'll be having a play as well, seeing what we can create. But let's have a look at our Marie. So you'll recognise these from the packaging. So I wanted to show you these first, because these really do showcase, Ben, how beautiful that they are. But then, of course, you can colour with them, you can paper piece, but then, of course, you can also mix and match the sentiments. You can use your own sentiments. Absolutely beautiful. That one giving you the just for you. Now, yes, these cut straight into your cardstock, but add your own nest and die.
Okay.
Or add your own layer, you know, cut your cardstock into whatever shape or size that you want with your guillotine or your paper trimmer. And then, of course, you can then create that floral topper for your project. Now you can pop acetate behind these, you can pop vellum behind these, but then look at some of the inspirational ideas that we've got. Caroline's done this one. So that's shown, Ben, how you can turn them into a shaker.
Love that.
Because they cut into your cardstock. So you've got your shaker. This one that Caroline's also done, it is absolutely spectacular. It's cute, it's elegant, it's simple, but look how beautiful
Really
that
stunning,
is.
that.
So elongating that card, pattern paper from your My Special paper box too, and then a little bit of shading, a little bit of inking around the edges. But then you can then start to do all your different shapes of your card. So Jan's made this one here that you can see. Doing your backdrops, your water techniques right there in the backdrops, shimmer ink pads, duet ink pads. But then maybe you want to go quite natural sort of looking, rustic looking. You can see within that one there. It's a really lovely one to show how you can turn them into your easels. But then maybe you love your stepper dies.
Oh,
I'm going to say it again, because these cut into your card, these will cut at any point into your card. So that means your easels, your steppers, your concept cards, put your acetate behind. This is when you're going to want to bring in your vellums, your pattern vellums, your flowers that you've got as well. But then go big. So not just small, you can go big, make your TP cards that you can see here. And with all of these that I've got, unfortunately, we do not have one that's got a photo behind there. But that would be lovely to pop
Absolutely.
a photo, a family member, or maybe, you know, a pet or something like that to just pop into the back. And then you can see that what we've done within this one, what we've got here, what Caroline's also made, created that floral aperture, but then pop the sentiment on the opposite side as well, or off the page. You don't have to use the full component of that die cut. Very, very classy, very sophisticated. But then paper piecing, but colouring in all the little bits. Let's just show you one more for now as well. And that's just creating an outline. So die cut in white, go over with one of your alcohol pens, draw around, and then just create, and you can see down here it's kind of like a silhouette aspect within the stopper there. There are so many ways, there's so many ways that you can use these that we've not even been able to show you when it comes to finished samples as well. It's just a great set, and I cannot wait to show you what I'm going to do with them just shortly.
We've got Jan on the socials, so any questions and comments you want to fire our way, then please do. We've already got in Chantel Jones, who says, "G'day from 2J Australia." Chazelle says, "Hi Jan, Ben, Craig and the team. Nice to see you back, Craig.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to the show." Angela says, "Hi Ben, Craig, Jan and the crew. Rain day here, perfect for crafting and watching crafting." Alison Lee joins us. Hello. And Kathy Green's in, saying, "Good morning guys from Mechanicsburg. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ready for some inspiration. These are cool dies." Paula Cutts joins us from PA. And Betsy Throop Black says, "Good morning from Houston, Texas. I've been anxiously awaiting this launch." Colleen Passardi says, "Good morning, Ben and Craig. Nice to see the dynamic duo back together." Colleen says, "Wow, I love the Aperture set." Wendy Graham says, "Hi, I've ordered the showstopper earlier on."
Nice.
Alison Lee says, "Great to see you two back together for this launch. I've checked out the showstopper and I've been waiting for this launch." And Shadiah is in, who says, "Good morning, Lord Ben and Craigle Bagel. This day is going to be wild and nuts with these two in the house. Yes, make sure you have snacks at the ready. You do not want to miss anything."
So who's the wild one and who's the nuts one?
You think I'm the wild one, you think Craig's the nuts one. Okay, Jamie thinks the other way around. There you go, topic of conversation. Who's wild, who's nuts? I think he's more wild, don't you? Let us know in the comments. Wild and nuts. That's quite a good name for a comedy duo, that, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage, Wild and Nuts.
Yeah. Or, you know, CTV with Wild and Nuts.
Yeah. Britain's Got Talent next year.
There you go. Did you see the singer last night?
I saw its bits and pieces. Well, good, bad, indifferent?
Oh, good. Oh, God. I won't say, but for those that have not watched it yet, oh my God.
Was it the lady?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, what a voice, what a voice. Anyway.
I tell you who I've enjoyed so far, and I can't remember the name of the group, but the group that did all of the what was it, karate or?
Without,
And they were flipping in the air and
in
like
the air.
smashing the boards and stuff.
Yeah, they were
Unreal.
on the first night, for the live shows, absolutely spectacular. If you're out of the UK, what I would go into YouTube, have a look at last night's Britain's Got Talent for the singer that I'm on about. Spectacular.
There's been some spectacular acts, but there have also been some, like, you think, well, how have you got to the semi-finals? Did you see the air guitar guy the other night? What?
It's like, what?
What? I know what it's called, but it's just, no. Anyway, just very quickly, because we want to get on some demos. If you go for the showstopper as well, by the way, and I won't dwell on these because we've had these on a fair amount recently, the Duet ink pad complete collection, 10-piece selection. I didn't mean it to sound like that. God, I've had these on loads. But the Duet ink pads complete collection. In fact, it's not the complete collection, because it says 10-piece and there's 12 of them. No, there's 2 missing then, isn't there? Let's Spring Buds you're going to get, Awakening Forest, Lemon Meringue you're going to get, Midnight Mist, Soft Heather, Vintage Merlot, Raspberry Ripple, Rosy Apple, Sweet Clementine, Right, so which ones aren't you getting?
You should know this by now, Ben. You've done them enough.
So you're not getting Waterfall, which I've got. Oh, hang on, no. Oh, dear. We'll figure it out. You're definitely not getting Waterfall. You're not getting that one. Just go through them again. Spring Buds you're going to get. Hang on. Spring Buds you're getting Awakening Forest, Lemon Meringue.
I think it'll be Raspberry Ripple you don't
Shush,
get.
Craig. Shush.
Sorry.
What did you say? Midnight Mist, Soft Heather, Vintage Merlot, Raspberry Ripple, Rosy Apple, Sweet Clementine, Sunrise Glow. So you're not going to get those 2. Those 2. Those 2.
Still reminds me of Enya.
Sailors wake, sailors wake, sailors wake. You're not getting sailors wake.
Don't go chasing
waterfalls.
Because you're not going to find them.
Because you're not going to get it in the bundle. But you will get those. So you go like that.
Pac-Man.
So £50 or $70, and of course, if you're platinum, that is £40 or 56. However, you bonus buy it in your showstopper, so you halve the price of £20 or $28 with your showstopper. I'll stop talking now because we're 20 minutes into the show and it's only an hour, so we want to do some demos. Hi to Jeffrey, who says, Craig is more wild today. He's already doing his antics. Ruth says, you are both wildly nuts. Haha, I like that. And Paw Print says, Craig wild and Ben nuts. Okay, so Wild, it's over to you from me, nuts.
Right, nuts. Let's go nuts with this one here. So, I've got a piece of our white card, Ben, 4 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And I have got our On Your Special Day. Now, we're going to cut into this, but for anyone that's new, we're always getting new viewers, we're always getting new customers. So what I want to show you about cutting into your card, I tell you what, let's do this one. So this is the one that we're going to use, and we're going to demo. So I'm going to go in with our On Your Special Day. And again, this one just gives me that look of, as Ben said, winning, or of course, just trophy feel.
What did you say it was? The original WWE belt?
The Eagle Wing WWE Championship belt. You know, like Bret Hart and all that had back in the day. It reminds me of that on the front of the championship belt, that one. And also, like, you know me, I do like symmetrical, and this one is symmetrical.
Yeah.
So we're going to line and we're going to layer these ones up. So I'm using, because of the size of the cardstock, that then means it's going to fit on the junior plates or it's going to fit within the midi. The larger the card, the bigger the plates, and I'm going to show that just in a moment here. So let's take our die and let's take that one out. Let's carefully manipulate that out, and then you've got such a beautiful design, so elegant, so sophisticated. You could carry that along with any occasion. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that inside out. Now, if you've got your die tool, you can use that, take all the little bits out, and then we're also, because we're going to do a drop shadow. So before I go into showing you on larger card, We're going to do a drop shadow here, Ben, but for me to get that in the exact position, for me to do a drop shadow and have that perfect matte layer all the way around, it's nigh all impossible.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've made sure my black cardstock is a bit bigger than my white card. So we're going to get that as close to the centre as possible, and we're going to tape that down, and again we're going to run that one through. So full plate configuration with the Gemini, 2 plates, 2 cutting plates, frosted shim, magnetic shim. Any other die cut machine, absolutely fine. Just check the plate configuration for your silver wafer thin dies. And then we're going to take this one out here, and then even if you choose just to do this into black cardstock, Ben, how beautiful. Yeah. Do you know what this would be good for as well? I know this isn't poppies as such, but remembrance.
I love that idea.
And that's just come to my head there.
Yeah.
You know, even if you'd done a red drop shadow on the back, so it's black on the top, but with a little red drop shadow, that would look
with a simple sentiment in the middle.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, love
100%,
that.
100%. So we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm just kind of going off-piece ever so slightly here, and this is where, I mean, if you are new to cut-in dies, when we say that they'll cut into any size piece of cardstock, I'm going to come in now with my larger plates because I've got an 8x8 piece of card. Now this could go within maybe a certain area of a scrapbook, an 8x8 memory book, scrapbook page. Now I cut there, it's going to cut in there, but maybe you want to make a feature, Ben, then what you can do with these is go into one area of your card, and then you can have your decorations, your sentiments, you can have your embellishments, whatever you want. But again, for those that are relatively new to cut-in dies, let's just go into, I'm going to choose to go into the centre of my card. And as you can see, because of the size of the card, I do need my large plates. Still the same plates, as in 2 cotton plates, frosted and magnetic. And that's going to cut into the card, into the centre of the card. So if you're wanting to put a photo behind there, if you're wanting to put decoration behind there, you can do that. Yes, it's 8x8, could be 7x7, 6x6 if you want. But if we then take that one off, now this, and I know I say this quite a lot for paper pads, but something like this, Ben, in a box frame.
Oh, why not?
Maybe a little framed matte layer. Let me get, before we go back into our demo, let me bring in a bit of black card that you can see the detail into an 8x8 piece. That could be A4 or letter size. It does not matter the size of the card, it's going to cut in. How really, really fab is that? So that's what we mean by the floral apertures. They're creating the aperture, they're cutting into your card, and then you could, do you know what, you could then come along and do that a number of times as well, creating that feature. So then you've got that big scope of different things that you can do. So let's go back in now. So we're going to go back to our white layer. Remember, this was 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I've got a bit of scrap here because I'm going to use my dotty tape runner, and I'm just going to go round the edge. And your dots is the perfect adhesive for this one. We do know, because I say it a lot, when I'm at home, Ben, and I've got more time, I always like to use my tacky glue in the small applicator. It's my personal preference. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer just to pop the glue all over the back, but it's entirely up to yourself. However, if you are using the dotty tape runner or your adhesive tape runner, the dotty one is the best one. So we're now just going to go over all of that fine detail. Let's take that one off, and then we're going to do our drop shadow, but we are going to focus within the design. So let's come down, creating that drop shadow. Ignore the outer edge. Don't worry if it looks a bit squint, because the chances are it will be.
Bit what?
Bit squint.
Oh, squint.
Squint. Really, Nicola, have you never heard squint?
A bit,
A bit squint.
what's the word? No, squiffy.
Squiffy, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaunty. Doesn't look straight. If it doesn't look straight, squint.
Yeah, squiffy.
Yeah.
Squint.
Ah, squint. No. Well, I know that word as well.
Skewiff,
but
squint.
no.
On the wonk.
On the wonk. But see then, you get that really, really nice black drop shadow.
Yeah.
And this is what I meant by, there's no way I could get that with the perfect matte and layer as well. So I've made my black cardstock bigger, and then I'm going to come in your craft knife, or it could be your paper trimmer, or V-blade trimmer. And all that I'm doing is I'm going to use the finger guard as kind of like a guide. And I'm just going to work my way around, giving myself a little black matte and layer. And for me, this is the easiest way to get that perfect layer all the way around without having to try and measure, get your dye in the right place. We're just going to have I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy with that one. So we can move that out the way. And then all that I'm going to do at the moment, Ben, before we do our sentiment, is I'm just going to matte and layer black card, pink card, and then this is from our special paper box too.
Oh, yeah. Was that Country Lane initially, that one?
I think it was, wasn't it? The pink wooden panels, yeah. Sure it was.
Whilst you are doing that, we can say hi to Carol. Big Winner Byrne is with us. Big Winner Byrne. She says, hi, Ben and Craig and crew. I'm just in from volunteering. So I'm able to watch live. Diane Hatch says, good morning, Craig, Ben and crafty friends. We've missed you, Craig, says Diane.
Oh, bless, I've missed you all.
We have missed you. Need to come back more often. You just go off on your travels, disappear at the drop of a hat, don't even tell us where you're going, and you just go, you're off.
However, if you follow me on social, Craig Laird CC, Instagram and Facebook, you'll always find where I am.
Yeah, me too, if you follow me on socials as well, at Ben Moseby CC, but then again, you know exactly where I am, because I'm always here.
You're always here. Yeah, I know. It's one of these things, Ben, it's purely down to the way the schedule is. That's all it is. And then people on holiday, we've got a few next week, including myself. So that's all that it is. It's just purely scheduling with holidays.
We do miss you.
Oh, and I do. I miss being here.
Polly says, awesome day to all from Florida. Hello, Polly. And also Colleen says, squint to me is squinting your eyes to maybe see something better, or squinting your eyes from the sun because it's too bright. If that is the word you are saying, Craig.
Yeah, squint. Yeah.
Squant.
Squint. Squint.
Squint.
Yeah. No matter how you say it, it's elegant, sophisticated. Well, in my tones.
Yeah.
Elegant and sophisticated. Maybe not. Maybe not quite in my Scottish tones.
It is.
Squint is.
Squant.
Squint.
Aye.
You're going to no do that.
Gonna no do that, aye, squan.
Aye, we're on the night shift.
What?
It's a Scottish comedy, Chewing the Fat.
Aye.
And it's a sketch from Chewing the Fat.
Gonna do that.
Gonna no do that.
Gonna do that.
How?
How?
Gonna know.
Gonna know.
Yeah.
Good morning, Christine Mahoney as well, who's just joined us. Say good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are you taking questions as well or not?
Yeah, of course I can.
It's not to do with what you're doing, though.
I don't mind.
Chantel's just asking, she wants to stamp onto acetate.
Yes.
What's the best ink she should use?
So, at Crafter's Companion, we don't have a permanent ink pad that you can stamp onto acetate. There are permanent ink pads out there in the market, the craft market, where you can stamp straight onto acetate. We don't have anyone. We don't have one in our range. Hopefully we maybe will do soon. Can I just say, I know absolutely nothing. I'm just saying it would be good if we do have one in our range in the future. So it's not a tease or anything like that. But what you can do is stamp with your translucent clear ink pad or your pigment ink pad, sprinkle your embossing powder, heat set it, and then use that as an alternative as well. Acetate, that is my preferred method anyway, because it gives you that nice texture, that nice raise when it comes to the acetate. So when it comes to our products, you're going to have to use something like a pigment ink pad with an embossing powder.
Nice. And Colin Pasali says, the hottie Scotty has arrived with his accent. He has.
Did you miss it?
I miss your accent, yeah. I really like your accent. I like your accent because I like doing accents, and I like to do your accent. I like to try and do your accent.
You're good at accents. You're really good at accents. I love hearing people doing accents. And I know some people out there, you know, social media, they don't like it.
Oh.
Do you know what? I love it.
Oh, there you go.
I absolutely love it. I can never hear, whether you're doing my accent or taking the mick out of my accent, I don't care.
No.
I think it's so funny. I absolutely love it. And I've just been told that you've done a good David Attenborough.
Well, by accident yesterday I did one. I can't remember why I did it now. Why did I do it? Oh, somebody had a weird bear in their garden, that was it. And
Right.
it just came out. I'm not sure that I could do it again. It was Sherry, who has, she lives in Canada, I think. No? She lives in Portland, and she was saying that she has, you know, wildlife visit her garden, and she was saying that the
Right.
wildlife in her garden is stuff like bears and things like that. And so I did a David Attenborough. I'm not quite sure what I said, and I wouldn't want to do it again. Well, because I think it was a bit of a fluke. Maybe later.
I bet you it's not a fluke. I bet you it's not. Nothing's a fluke for you when it comes to accents.
I think maybe it was.
It's really, really fun.
Lots of
Really
love
fun.
coming through for your accent, by the way, as well.
Is there?
And Chantal says, another phrase for squint is catty-wumpus.
I've heard that before. Yeah, I have heard that before.
Catty-wumpus?
Catty-wumpus. Yeah.
What, as in, what, I don't understand. What, so you would say, oh, this
Well,
is
it's
a bit...
catty-wumpus. Yeah.
You haven't heard about that. You guys have not heard that phrase
Yes.
before.
Definitely.
I don't believe you.
Definitely, Ben.
Catty-wumpus?
Catty-wumpus.
Catty-wumpus.
Wumpus. Oh,
I mean, I've not
makes a
heard of it, but I
difference.
like it. I might keep that one. Catty-wumpus, aye.
You could add that to your memoirs when you write them.
Yes.
Like that could be the title, Ben Moseby.
Oh, Moseby, catty-wumpus.
Full of catty-wumpus.
My whole life has been a little bit
Just one big catty-wumpus.
catty-wumpus. Catty-wumpus.
So what I've just done there, Ben, is I've taken the good luck stamp from this set. Now, you've got your 4, but you can mix and match from the other set there. Now, because it's brand new and unbeing used, what I've done is I went over with our translucent clear, which is the one that I was meaning to do your embossing powder on your acetate.
Yeah.
So I've used that. I always like to go over it first, because what can happen with a brand new stamp, even the most incredible quality of stamps, what can happen is you're left with the residue. So I like to just give that just a light tap, and then I went over with my waterproof. Now, I'm not doing anything water-based, but for some reason I find my waterproof gives much more of a sharper, crisp impression when it comes to stamping. So that's why I've used that one. And then I've gone back to our old style nesting dies with a stitched edge, and I've gone round with what happens to be the 4th size from the smallest, so small next, so 4th and 5th one. 4th one I've cut into the white with my sentiment. The next one I'm going to go in with a bit of black, and I just happen to use the acrylic block from our Just to Say collection. You can use the stamping platforms, of course, but I've always liked a stamping platform or an acrylic block, and now that we've got one from that Just to Say collection, I'm taking advantage of that and using it. So let's take these out the way, assemble and finish. But then, although you've got all these sentiments that you can use elsewhere, you're going to have all your other sentiments as well. For instance, Just to Say. Can you imagine using your Just to Say sentiment stamp set?
Oh, yeah. Got
these
a
new
fair
dies?
few choices there.
Yeah, happy birthday, Big Pop, in the middle there. To the best big boyfriend in there, you could do. You know, my boyfriend, the champ, something like that.
The champ.
You could do anything, anything like that.
Big Daddy.
Big Dad, yeah. You can just have fun. And it could be a picture of you and your daddy, or your boyfriend, or your big pop. Lots of ways. And then let's bring this in. But I've gone in with the circular because I'm going to pop it into there. Let's get that into the middle. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift that up, and then lift that up so it's popping around the sentiment. I'm not adding any gems or pearls, nothing like that. We're going to leave it. Now that's me cutting and essentially creating my own topper, but don't forget they cut into your card, which comes to masterclass later. In actual fact, what we'll probably do as well, we'll maybe before the end of this show, just have a little bit of a play when it comes to cutting, but cutting in and cutting out, small, large, world's your oyster.
Absolutely brilliant. What a collection. If you haven't yet got yours, you need to be getting the Showstopper because we have limited opportunities for you to get the Showstopper. And it's slightly different this time in that if you're on the website, you're thinking, oh, they made a mistake here because the Showstopper is the same price as a normal collection. That is not a mistake. It is true that. But what it means is the Showstopper comes with a free goodie bag with stamps and dies in it. However, we have a limited quantity of those available for you. Well, I know it's less than 100 is all I can tell you currently. So go quickly on that. £56, $72. This is the one that Craig has just been using. If you want to go for these individually, it's called On Your Special Day. And you get all of those stamped sentiments to go with them. As Craig has already rightly sort of said, you know, you can bring in sentiments from all those other collections. If you've got things like the Just to Say collection, my word, you've got plenty to be playing with. You've got the bloom where you planted. Again, lots of opportunity here to be colouring these. If you love to paper piece, you can. Love the card which Craig showed earlier on as well, where there was like an easel card cut into the top and then cut into the base as well. And apparently, if you bought these on HS10, there are two which you won't have, which is On Your Special Day, which is the one that Craig used, and also the Live Life in Full Bloom, which is this one here. So if you're an HS10 customer, you think, I've got them all. You haven't. So you haven't got that one, and you haven't got that one, all right? So those are the two that you need to buy individually. If you haven't yet got the set though, get them all because you get all these fantastic designs. You've got the bloom and grow in there, which is gorgeous. And then also that stunning Thinking of You, all the stamps, all the dies, and that free goodie bag for a limited amount of customers. Less than 100 of those to go round. As I say, if you're going for the full collection right now, don't buy the full collection, buy the Showstopper, and then you'll get your free goodie bag. A few comments coming through, which we'll look at in just a while. We are going to go for a short break right now, though. So whilst we do that, if you have got any items in your basket, get them checked out, and we will see you the other side. Say yo, I will say yo. We will see you the other side of this short video with one of Craig's favourite people in the building.
Nug Nugs.
We know her as Tracy. Craig loves to call her Nug Nugs.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during show, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done and there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come in to work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt. Never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along, because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Shaz. Shaz early says, I've just ordered mine for my birthday, coming very soon. Yay! Nice one. When's your birthday? Let us know. Rebecca says, the Bloom and Grow would be fantastic for a congratulations card for a lady who has just announced their pregnancy. Oh, I like that idea. I like that. And hi to Sherry Bolts, who's joined us, saying good morning from Colorado. Shadiah says, what is in the goodie bag, I ask Lord Ben, or is it buying with your eyes closed? Buying with your eyes closed. It's a little bit cattywampus, if I'm being honest. A little bit cattywampus. It's free, and it's a bit of a mystery.
I'm not allowed to see.
You're not paying for it, so it's just free stuff. I genuinely, I think it's going to be a case of, they'll just go like that and just put some stuff in and then...
Do what?
I don't know. It's a mystery. One thing I can tell you, though, is that we have a 12 by 12 paper pad selection. This is not a mystery. You're going to get 4 paper pads, 157 sheets in total, and it's 4 of the very best. But look at the price. £32 or 48 bucks. The Wild at Heart is in there. That is 37 sheets, because in the back, of course, you get your page of sentiments that you can snip into, sentiments for all sorts of occasions. Yeah, he's going to do it like, yes, queen. Classy but sassy, thinking of you. I'll go this way and show you, look. I mean, it is glorious. It's a paper pad that you know and that you love. If you love your animal prints and beautiful florals, you have got that and more within this pad. And as we always say, if you can put D-Rob into a paper pad, this is what it would look like. In fact, we had it on the other day and she was pretty much matching it, wasn't she? It's one of the most instantly recognisable, one of the most gorgeous paper pads that we've ever done. Very, very different, I think, to anything else that we've brought you as well. But it's stunning. You get that within the bundle. That is your first of 4 pads, 37 sheets within that one. Then you're going to get the Hydrangea collection. Again, so lovely that we brought you a stunning paper pad with a floral, which I don't think gets enough attention, really. And I think that was kind of the thought behind doing a Hydrangea collection. Because, yeah, we're used to seeing like roses and peonies and daisies. But to do a Hydrangea collection, very kind of memory evoking, I think, this flower. I think when we launched it, a lot of people were saying it took them back to a certain point in their life. And it's such, again, a beautiful paper pad, because you've got the hydrangeas as that focal point, but then you've got the beautiful script. You've got sort of stamped images in here, silhouettes of florals. And really nice too, once again, you've got that reverse, which is going to match up perfectly. You know, you can do more with the reverse. It's a little bit more plain, as it were. So if you want to stamp onto there, stencil onto there, you can snip into these, cut into these. But another beautiful pad that is in this bundle. That's the second of 2. The next, whoa!
Yes.
What?
That was, sorry, that was a mix of a way and a yes. It was.
We are West.
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 I love this one.
Why
Ben.
did you say West to this?
I have no idea. But I absolutely love this one.
This is a really nice bundle of paper pads, actually, because you've kind of got West. Because you've got a couple of like really different floral pads in here, and then 2 really different paper pads in the form of your Wild at Heart, and then this that's really tickled me. This beautiful paper pad. I mean, every time I see this one, it just makes me want to go
West.
West. West. But isn't it nice that you've got lots of pattern papers on the reverse as well? Oh, forgot the slippability in here too.
Yeah, chop them down, go into your 6x6 card fronts. There's 4, but you've got multiple sheets.
Yeah.
West.
West. I was just thinking, would you be able to use one of those with any of that new
West.
with
Of course you could.
that? Maybe you could. What am I doing? You could work those in to the background. I don't know what I was doing there. I was just thinking how great this was. I was just thinking to myself, West.
Absolutely. West you can.
That's 48
Come in
sheets.
for one day and then I get taken the mick out of and I'll just swan off. You wonder.
He loves it. He loves it. Oh,
What one? That one?
that one.
I've been telling fibs. I've not been working hard. I've just not been coming in, so I've not been getting that stick from these guys when it comes to my accent. I've been in Barbados for 2 weeks.
He has. Do you know what he was saying all the time he was in Barbados? West! West! I'm in Barbados! West!
My pina colada.
If you like pina colada, West! Anyway, what we're doing now?
Another beautiful one. And I've said, I know I said this about that last paper pad, but many of you guys at home can vouch. I do say this with this one. I love the wood. I love the daisies, Ben.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I prefer the other side.
Do you actually?
Because it's that woodwork effect. You've got the paneling in there, that distressed woodwork. Daisies are beautiful, and I do use that side, but my favourite is the optional side.
Well, the good thing about this is it's 32 quid for 4 paper pads, 4 of the very best. Linda, yes! West! West! Hi also to Shaz. It says, my birthday is June the 30th, Ben, and I shall be 73. Well, remind me on the 30th and we'll make sure that we say a very happy birthday to you. Free stuff, says Victoria Canaba. I just tuned in. Sorry for being late. Appointments and life admin. Life, eh? Oh. Hashtag boring, you've put. Hello to the bad boys of crafting TV. Yes, that's us. Wild and nuts. Hashtag plaid pad lads. Yes. Great pads, says Tammy Barnhouse. Altia says, hello, Crafters TV. Craig and Ben, I'm late. I hope I didn't miss much. I mean, you missed a lot, but thankfully you've got us for another 3 hours today. And also hi to Colleen Passardi, who says, Wes. Now, one thing I want to see from you, Craig, please, is how we, with this collection, make a shaker.
Well, we'll make a shaker. Well, we're going to show you that later on within Masterclass.
Oh, boo!
What we are going to be doing is we're going to show you how you can stencil through them.
Oh.
But before we do it, let's just have another recap of the finished examples. So this is just some ideas that you've got. You've got within that one that we done at the start of the show, that myself and Ben are back later on today for a 2-hour masterclass with the brand new launch. But because these cut in, creating that aperture, they create that framework, which then means, yes, you can do shakers that we'll do later on tonight, but then you can frame your photos if you want to. You can then frame your frames if you want. You've got all of those have beautifully been cut within the middle there. But then there's one, for instance, for a shaker. What we've then got is the ability to then cut around. So these are what we'll call the packaging samples that Anne-Marie's done. So you will see these on the front of the packaging. Yeah. But it's just as well to show you how you can create your cards, the frames, the sentiments, your inking, colouring, all these different things, and then it was that last one as well. So let's take that 8x8 that I cut, and although I was going to use that elsewhere, let's actually use it to its advantage right now. Now, yes, it's 8x8, but if you're going to use it as a stencil, you can be using or cutting into any size cardstock. Now what I have done is I've taken my repositionable spray here. This is the purple one. And I've given it a light spray onto the back here. And let's go in with our cardstock. It happens to be our watercolour cardstock. That's because we could come along and spritz it afterwards. But if you're not going to do any water-based technique, this could just be your white smooth card. What I'm just going to do is press that down. Now, if you are new to us, our repositionable spray is a low tack spray. It's tack spray, so it's good for anything stencil-wise, so you can just peel that off. So let's press that back in now. I'm going to go in with the Raspberry Ripple from the Duet. And you can use your blending tool if you want to. I'm going to use the finger dauber, but what I'm going to do, it's a little bit tight for my finger, Ben. So what I do is I come in with my water spritz, and I just then pop that onto the end, and then that just gives me that extendable tool. So we're going to come along, and then it's just ink up. So instead of having my finger in the finger dauber of the die cut, you can use the brand new Aperture dies in different ways. So I wanted to show, within this hour, I wanted to show a demo and then a technique. So we can go all the way around, whether it's with the finger dauber that you can see here, or you might want to come along with the blending tool or the brushes. I was actually going to change colour, but let's not. Let's just stick with the Raspberry Ripple, just making sure there's no colour on that. And then we can go into the middle. And the repositionable spray pen is holding down all of these smaller elements that have been cut. Usually as well, you'll know if I'm using a stencil pen, I tend to just use my low tack tape to hold it down at the top. But if I do that with this, as I circle around, the brush, the blending tool, is going to pick up all of the little die cut intricate pieces. So that's why I'm using my repositionable spray for this. But this could be inexpensive cardstock that you've got that you're wanting to use up, but you're not wanting to use it for your card bases or your mats and layers or anything like that. It's not substantial quality for components of your card. It's a good one to use to create stencils. So let's just ink all the way through, and hopefully we've got into all of these tiny, tiny little pieces. Just want to make sure that we're all in there. What you could also do as well, if you go right round this outer edge, I'm not going to do it completely, but you'll be able to use what you've just inked. So what I mean by that is, let's peel this one off. Look at that.
That looks marvellous, that.
How fab is that? Now you can then come along either with your matte and layer dies, nesting dies, or of course you can just use your guillotine, turning it into a topper maybe. Let's then bring that in. So that is now waste from, of course, your stencil.
Love it.
Or this one, Ben, this is what I mean by, if you evened out the ink and then chop that down, or bring in a circle nesting dies, you can then use that one if you want to as well. So your die cut, the waste for a stencil, or the actual stencil that you can see here.
Incredible. Lots of love for these. Colleen is saying beautiful sample pads with these apertures, and the paper pads is kind of brilliant. I have the Daisy one and use the B side for men's cards. A lot of people shopping. We have had so many of you check out over the course of the last sort of 10-15 minutes. We have got just 52 showstoppers now available. Might even be less than that now, because we've got more people with these in their baskets. So if you want the showstopper, then you need to be getting it, I would say. I don't think it's going to be here tonight. We're doing a masterclass on this collection tonight, live at 5, which is midday Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you're up now early, I would check out the showstopper right now, because I don't think it's going to be here. And just to reiterate again, if you're looking at it and going, hang on a minute, the showstopper is the same price as the normal collection. It is. That's not a mistake. Don't buy the normal collection right now. You'd never normally hear me say that, but I'm saying it now because for the next 52 people, if you buy the Showstopper collection, you get all of the stamps, all of the dies, and we give you a free goodie bag as well. That's for the next 52 people. It will remain a mystery, even though Craig has had a look in the bag. Who's to say what's in that bag is actually what they're going to get?
I didn't get to look in the bag.
Oh, really?
No, didn't get to look at it.
Oh, really?
Did not get to look at it. Okay, I definitely won't be able to look at it.
Now, I've just put it in my safe, Jamie. I've got a safe under there where I put all my...
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The craft vault?
Yeah, the craft vault, yeah. That's where we crawl to. When we go in the craft vault, we crawl into the little safe. There's a little...
It's funny because you do that. I crawl into the cupboard at the back.
He does. That's where he goes in between shows. In a minute, he'll crawl back in there, and he just sits in there until we require him.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah. I wonder what that noise was. I go, hello, hey, we come here, hey, what are you doing, crashing bumpers. Have I got? Yeah, let me quickly show you. Very quickly, it's going to be quick because we've got a minute and a half. So these are all the designs that you're going to be getting within this set. And what I love about this is that you guys, this is thinking of you, by the way, in case you want to go individually. You guys have already been chatting about what you're going to be using these for. You know, the kind of styles that you see these sort of being applicable to. The two which aren't on HSN are On Your Special Day, and then also Live Life in Full. So the next two I'm about to show you. So this one here you haven't got. That's the one that Craig's been using, the On Your Special Day. That you can buy individually. And then you also pop into your basket this one here, which is Live Life in Full Bloom. You pop that in individually, and then you've got the full set if you've already got these on HSN. But if you haven't yet picked them up, I'm really drawn to this one now as well. Like you say, it's got that sort of... tropically, jungly vibe to it. Jungle is massive. And then you've also got in there your Bloom Where You Are Planted. £56, $72. Go swiftly to the checkout if you want to get your hands on the Showstopper. I don't think it will be here tonight, so get it whilst you can. We are going to be back in a couple of hours. Craft along at 3, isn't it?
Yes, we do. Just going to quickly bring it in. Go across onto Crafters TV social. You're going to find everything that you're going to need. We're going to give you a rundown at the start of the show, but that's what we're going to be making with the Flamazing Flamingo Craft Along.
Look forward to that. We'll see you back here at 3, and then don't forget Masterclass live at 5 tonight. So lots to be looking forward to, and don't forget over on the website, National Creativity Day. Check out the section, use the code CREATE to get 20% off selected items up until the end of play on the 2nd of June. We'll leave you shopping, and we'll see you back here at 3. Bye for now.
$2.